What's going on, everybody? It's Stas here. So today I want to go over 3 oversold stocks that I'm looking at, 2 of which I already own, the other one I'm super close to buying, and I want to break down what is going on overall right now very quickly in the markets. We'll take a look at QQQ, which tracks the NASDAQ 100, so sit back, relax, and let's get right into the video. So overall, as of now, QQQ is looking to take the lows out from yesterday. You guys can see, well, actually, it just did take the low out a couple minutes ago as I was prepping for this video. You guys can see that low from yesterday was at 318.70 roughly, and we just hit 317.80. So what we talked about in yesterday's YouTube video about the bull trap, well, that ended up playing out beautifully. We failed at 325 at close yesterday and in the after hours and pre-market today, and that was not good for the bulls whatsoever, considering that level was support in the beginning of May on QQQ. So if the bulls wanted to gain some steam, they had to break out of 326 and fill the gap to 335, but again, that didn't happen. We failed at 326, failed holding 323 as well, and now we're pushing for lower lows, right? And who knows how low this could go. I believe it could end up going to about 311, 310, maybe 312, and then I believe we'll see another snapback, maybe a relief rally, and who knows, we might see a relief rally here. We don't know when it's going to happen. All I know is it could happen. So we're watching out what is going on here on QQQ, as this obviously indicates what's going on, broadly speaking, when it comes to the tech names. So what is number one? Stock number one is Chewy. This is the one that I don't own that I'm very interested in adding here as we get into the lower 60s and maybe back down to that $50 level. And there's no doubt about it, this stock, along with many other tech stocks, hence why they're selling, they got very overheated, very overbought. I mean, look, Chewy went from $50 in September all the way up to $120 in February. It almost 3x'd in the span of 4 to 5 months, and that is pretty crazy, right? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to tell you that that was pretty overbought, and now ever since then, we've seen a massive sell-off, and rightfully so, as we've seen rotation out of these stocks, inflation fears, pushing these stocks down. Let's be honest, that's kind of what has been going down, and today we got the CPI number, which we'll talk about more later on, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and make sure to smash the like button while you're at it if you all enjoy the content that I'm putting out every day. That really means a lot to me, guys. And look, Chewy's down another 5% today. It looks like it wants to push for that low from yesterday. You guys can see that was hit at $65, so I wouldn't be surprised if that does end up happening, as we are seeing the downtrend continuing here on the hourly chart. So look, they just did EPS a couple weeks ago of 11 cents versus negative 10 cents. So that beat. Revenue came in at $2.04 billion versus $1.96 billion estimated. So that beat as well. And full year net sales came in at $7.15 billion, which was 47% growth year over year. So I like the growth numbers, and you could argue that maybe this business takes a little hit because of the reopening of the world, and you could also argue that it's not. Why would people stop ordering Chewy because the world is opening up again? I mean, people still want convenience. They still want to be able to buy from Chewy and have that product come right to their doorstep. So I think this sell-off, although it is justifiable, I believe it's slowly getting overblown, and again, it could go down to the lows from back in September, anywhere from 50, 55, 60, and at that point, I would definitely consider picking up some shares. And at that point, if it were to get down 50, 55, it would be down over 50% from its peak. And heck, at this point in time, it's down about 45% from its peak. So stock number one that's oversold is Chewy, ticker symbol CHWY. NEO is stock number two, which is down even more than what Chewy's down. NEO hit an all-time high of $67 $30 back in the beginning of 2021, and now it's sitting at $34. It is down over 50, well, just about 50% from its peak, and you guys can see the descending triangle here on the 4-hour chart is playing out, believe it or not. We haven't broken out of the resistance of this pattern. We're still under the moving averages. We're seeing a death cross here as well, the 50s crossing under the 180 SMA. In fact, we hit under almost $30 a share yesterday. So we broke under 35. The descending triangle started to pan out yesterday, and now we're down another 2%. And it looks like 34, we're hanging on by a thread. So I believe NEO could end up testing the lows from yesterday again. That's very possible, anywhere from $30 to $32. And I told you all in the Discord chat, which is free, right? I've mentioned this before, and that's linked down below. And I've mentioned this all over the channel too. I've mentioned how, look, I'm looking to buy more NEO at $30, and if it goes under 30, I'm considering that a blessing, right? I'm going to be buying more NEO under $30, no doubt about it. And at that point, we'd be down well over 50%. If it hit 30 bucks again, we'd be down 55%. And under 30, we're talking down 60+%. So for me, I'd be buying NEO all day under $30. So we're going to be watching it. And they just did adjusted EPS of -4 cents versus -16 cents estimated. Revenue came in at $1.22 billion versus $1.02 billion estimated, and they see Q2 vehicle deliveries between 21,000 and 22,000. So I believe these numbers are solid. NEO is still growing 100+% year over year for many of the months, previous months, right? So the company is killing it, and I believe they'll continue to do so. So I'm looking to add more, again, under 30 bucks, and I believe that we could get there during this sell-off. And the third stock is none other than Drafkings, which I've been buying these past couple of days, hand over fist. I bought some call options today, and you guys in my Patreon, you get all my real-time buy and sell alerts, call outs, all that good stuff, my trades. You know, if you guys want to see what I'm doing in real time, make sure to check out that Patreon that's linked down below. And I bought more shares today of Drafkings. I bought some options today, calls, and I bought shares yesterday. So this is a stock that I'm loving here at these prices. It's down to $42. It's down another almost 5% today. This is real-time action right here. And they just reported earnings that, yeah, okay, yes, sure. They lost a lot of money. They lost about $340 million. That's understandable, right? And the loss per share was about 87 cents. Okay, they're burning a lot of money, but what do you expect? It's a growth company. This company is trying to expand. It's dealing with a lot of regulation, and it has partners that are ridiculous. The NFL, we're talking UFC, we're talking NASCAR, and a lot of individual sports teams. And just the brand name of Drafkings, it's growing. It's here to stay. And I believe longer term, 3-5 years, even in the short term, there's going to be a lot of upside in this stock. And they did revenue of $312 million versus $230 million estimated for this previous quarter. And on top of that, they raised their full year 2021 guidance. So yeah, I'm buying up this stock, guys. It is down from $74 to where it is now. It's down over 40%. And if we pull up the yearly chart, you guys can see it is holding the uptrend as of now. That's actually the weekly chart. I want to see the yearly chart. There we go. You guys can see it's holding that uptrend as of now. And even if it doesn't, I don't even care. Even if it doesn't hold and it goes to $35, $30, I don't think it's going to go to 30 bucks. If it did, I'd be loading the boat heavy. But if it were to go to 35, I don't care. I'm still going to be buying Drafkings. So yeah, I'm buying this dip on Drafkings. I'm buying some calls as well. And if you guys want to see a more in-depth video on Drafkings, I made one about a week, 10 days ago. I'll link that down below. Make sure to go check that out. We talk more about their numbers. We jump into the investor presentation, look a little bit at that. So make sure to go check that video out. And we'll wrap it up here. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to go down below, leave me a comment, tell me your thoughts, consider subscribing and hitting the like button as well. That's always appreciated. And if you guys want my real-time buy and sell alerts, call outs, a morning update video every day, all that good stuff's on Patreon, link down below. Or you guys can go to patreon.com/StocksAreFest. You could also get 2 stocks from WeBull down below, 30 bucks from M1 Finance, 10 bucks from Coinbase. That's literally free money, all that stuff. That is linked down below video as well. See you all later on. Thanks for tuning in. As always, keep crushing the markets, guys. Stay safe out there. Peace out.